the inspiring list, and Lion and Johansson. Johansson had a good year, and so it might be in their best interest to get him a 4 or 5 year deal as well. I say this knowing that a lot of contracts. Axel said he's Pelican. Playing for the NHL this year, 46 games, 12 games, 100 points. Strong numbers for defensemen. Played for Grand Rapids, 2 regular season games, have been assists, and they're in the playoffs. Grand Rapids
could be worth something actually.
They would do this in state camp, and they might get himself in the lineup. Nate Danielson, during the regular season, Grand Rapids, 7-1 with 12 goals, 27 points. In the playoffs, we have Texas. Sebastian Casa, the future goaltender, and he gets one of the spots that has been occupied by Calvin Lang points this season. Casa 21-15 and 5 record. That's one of the saves we're getting in the playoffs. Forward to within 16 saves we're getting in the playoffs. Then there's Trey Augustine, another goaltender. What's interesting with Augustine is that he gets signed and becoming a resident. He's off to stay in state for another year. The discussion to be had with NCAA players, usually they do sign, so I don't see any reason why Augustine doesn't, unless maybe he looks at the goaltending search and says, I don't know where I fit in here, that kind of thing. But I'm just spitballing. Honestly, I have no reason to think Augustine won't sign with them, and I will never be upset with a player for choosing to continue their education rather than signing a professional contract. We've seen how many players get injured their first couple years in the NHL, and that's it. They're done. Get your education. Get that degree. And it really seems to have been handy just in case that whole National Hockey League thing doesn't necessarily work out for whatever reason. So the general manager is still Steve Yzerman, and it does not sound like we're going to see a change in terms of general manager. I don't know how many more years he's going to get with the Yzer plan, but the Yzer plan's still rolling. And Todd McClellan is still the coach. A couple weeks ago, McClellan said he was going to make changes to the coaching staff. He's looking at that, which makes some sense. And it would also make sense for Detroit to keep McClellan. When you look at the records of these coaches, under Lamont, the Detroit Red Wings are 13, 17, and 4. Under McClellan, 26, 18, and 4. So much better under McClellan, and that's even with the fading they did towards the end of the season. I do understand why there's doom and gloom around the Detroit Red Wings. I don't share it necessarily. I think this team is going to break through at some point soon. And I'm still surprised they didn't make it this year because, yeah, at certain points they look really good, especially after they got rid of the loans. McClellan comes in, they win a bunch of games, all of a sudden they're above the line, they have their own space in their hands, and then it just didn't work out for them. So things are going to have to change in Detroit. But you change the forward group, the defense, the goaltending, what changes first? This is a team that is looking for answers. And I really wish I could just provide them straight out. I do think that if Kane leaves, they need to find another veteran forward that can do what Kane will do. And it might be in their best interest to find another, even if Kane sticks around. Find another veteran forward, like what Corey Perry does in Edmonton, for instance, and try to find somebody who can, lead by example, or at the very least, give them the kind of play that could get the playoffs for the first time in a decade. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always, and talk to you again. These are all AI games strictly for entertainment purposes. If you think I'm playing a video game to push political views of my own, then I really need to reevaluate my life. The viewer discretion is advised. Thank you for watching. Donald's a stupid troll. Hey, Daddy, can you sign your Declaration of Independence yet? Why would I lose such a historic document? What with the documents? I don't know. He just seemed like the kind of guy that would add his name to it. That's why they made sure to give him a copy. Why do you guys see me as some kind of blue left news can't take one? No more blue suit to the funeral, too. As did many others. Right, that's the bit that Zelensky did out there. I never pitched it him. I said he was all dressed up. It looked good. So that's what that's the big deal. No! Donald Ware wanting them to go to the Wicked. What a surprise. All right, that's it. Get him out. Get who out? Oh, no knows he lost the argument. Joe, no one has lost as badly as he lost the election. I wasn't even the final candidate. Got anything? Yeah, I know you did that bad. Couldn't even beat him in 2020 when he was little past his prime. Prime? He's never had a prime. I have Amazon Prime. Okay, what's the last? All right, let's go. Joe and I got our teams. Well, what? I never even announced the team they parents. Don't care. I have yet to be busy watching and bouncing, and I have been more than patient, Mary. Okay, but I'm really sure that we play the teams we haven't used yet. I don't really understand that stick what you excuse me? It's small, and I did a Rangers son. I used to own. Yes, but you know, no, we are playing with 2 teams we have yet to play. I said, that is final. And Joe, one more, and you're sitting out in the hall for a timeout. He's lost it, Joe. Now, the games we have yet to use are taller. Yeah, but go sit in the hall. But don't say, go sit in the hall. You've been a bunch of malarkey. Okay, so you was kind enough to list all 30 MLB teams and like which one we use, and then the total 4 that we get. All right, now you're not playing. What, Jordan? Yeah, Joe actually not playing. No, he is. I'll bring something in when I get through this. So I got the call CPA on that because I got the right now. He's looking good on life. I'll get through this. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were saying something. What is it? Okay. You know what? There was I would just like to say that I've been very. Oh my God! Can I please? I have been very good today, Barry. The best, even. Fantastic. Like I said. No. The 4 teams we haven't picked yet are the Colorado Rockies, the Miami Marlins, the San Francisco Giants, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. How about now? Wow, 4 incredible teams. I don't even know where to start. You can start by picking one of them. Do I even want to know who my teammate is? Honestly, any day I'd be okay with that. Well, indifferent but content given the other options. But today, I don't know. Are you starting some kind of new medication or something? You know what? Did I ask? I'll pick the Giants. Great. George, do with Joe. Pick your team.
Give me the Texas Rangers. I used to.
You got the Rockies, Mark, for the Pirates.
Give me the Pirates.
Okay. Finally, we can start it. Joe, you can come back in now. Joe! Dummy probably fell asleep out there.
Oh, Barry?
What?
Look out the window.
Why, what's... Oh, my God. He wandered outside.
Who wandered outside, Op? Yep, not surprised. Dude needs a damn leash.
Whatever. George can start, I guess. You want to play, Donald?
As long as you don't choke in the 6th.
Go solar. Hey, any of you guys ever get solar panel people at your doors?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Our neighborhood got so bad with solicitors, I had to put up a no soliciting sign.
There's the neighborhood Karen.
No, I just value my time. Michelle and I have everything we need. We don't need any more services.
I would have just gotten a sign that said no soliciting. Violators will be shot on sight.
Yeah, I don't think our HOA would approve of that.
Well, that's your first mistake. Why would you move into a neighborhood with an HOA?
Because Barry likes to be whipped. Just ask Michelle.
It was incredibly difficult to find a neighborhood we liked, let alone one without an HOA.
Isn't the whole point in being a homeowner to basically have that freedom?
I'd read before moving into a dictator. How many HOAs control the neighborhood?
It's really not as bad as you think.
I find that very hard to believe. Why would you do the third with 1 out?
Well, they say you never make the first round and third and after the second, so technically it's going to count, not safe. Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to know? He's not my responsibility.
Hey, what are some of the rules when you're in HOA?
Oh my God, George, it's like, there's no right. Longest character I've ever read. Very complete, non-stop about it.
Well, it's ridiculous how dumb some of the rules are. Like, for instance, it says you can only have Bermuda grass and nobody else does.
I don't see a problem with it. Bermuda is this beautiful flat language. It's the best even grass there is.
Have no issue with Bermuda tunnels, but the builder was too cheap to sod everyone's yard, so majority of everyone's backyard was seeded fescue grass, which barely grew for anyone, and then covered it in hay, which probably killed most of it.
So did the HOA long draft.
Oh, no, they said it's fine because the frickin' bill did it. And the only thing that should start was how long it took to get things approved.
Oh, that's you got someone to form for like, even for the temple in Ball State.
Took them a month to approve Barry's sports banner. Actually, it took over a month. In fact, it took so long the request expired and we had to re-enter it. She did get approved though. It's like, I honestly don't know where our money is going towards except for the salaries.
Oh, the irony.
Okay, that's a perfect throw. Why did you say it?
You know what your HOA needs? It needs to doze.
Oh God, don't use it. Why would they make a
That dumbasses. Are you kidding? Perfect, and I hit into a fucking double play?
Yeah, you got a problem.
No, we just wondered where you were. Did you just break my damn door?
Just running up in a silly.
You're playing by the way this is, Joe. Okay. So what's the issue that caused you to wander off outside and break my door? It's Jill. She won't stop calling me.
Okay, well, that is your right too. That's typically what spouses do when something is wrong.
Not true. Melania has called me 3 times in a row just to tell me she's on her way home.
The answer is
No.
well, for God's sake, Joe, what if something horrible happened?
Yeah, I mean, what if Hunter... Never mind. That would have been way too soft.
What were you doing outside then?
Decompressing. So what? You didn't answer the phone. I know. That's the scary part. The more she calls and I don't pick up, the scarier it gets.
It sounds like a problem that could be resolved by just confessing it's up.
I don't know. I'm picturing towards Jill's side here. If something is wrong, it'll probably be put on it.
Either way, if something terrible happened, wouldn't you want to know?
Not really. What he don't know can't hurt. Even that man doesn't know how to ride a bike and walk up a flight of stairs. So what do you tell you? He gets right back up unharmed.
So pick it up.
No, because it's that important to do. All right, fine. Hello?
Stars and glass and ceramic all over the washer.
What do I say, Sean?
I don't even know what you said.
No one can hear you.
Send it to voicemail.
How many, hello, your grease goes by and I'm unable to count it.
Joe, if you wash the dishes in the washer again?
Is that not where they go?
No, they go in the dishwasher.
Nobody puts dishes in his washing machine. Well, I didn't know it mattered.
Well, then we need to buy a whole set from when we have Jeff since to go with it. Totally just right.
Who the hell is what's that? You wanted to watch it. Yes, it's
Joe, that's dishes. There's the brown in the washer.
I put them on delicate.
Whatever, Joe. Just don't worry. I'll do it all myself. And go look for a new washer since I doubt damage by breaking glasses and plates is covered by the warranty.
All right. Well, I highly recommend not buying one. Oh, shoot. He hung up. Hopefully she remembers to move the dishes to dry.
No, I don't think that's not good.
Yeah, you're right. Might as well just let them air dry. Dryer might shrink them.
Joe, you know, washer and a dishwasher are two completely different things, right?
Well, I thought a washer was like multi-purpose, you know?
No, just for clothes, Joe.
I knew I should have taken them to dry cleaning. You know what, though? Most people, this is a big brain play like
Absolutely. Yeah, I would love to know how.
well, because he proves he's incompetent with yet another task, that's one less story to have. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I still have to change the P-pad for our kitty cats, though.
What is the feedback?
It's what Jill has to wear so he doesn't fit through his pants. No, for the litter box. Where's that list?
I don't know, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah.
It's all right. It's not getting out.
Yeah, but maybe as well with that.
Hey, let's just remember it's called Crippled Alley, not inside the Park Home Run Alley.
And he's seeing this listening to me. Damn it.
Good work, Dumbass.
I looked at not complaining. I just tied the game.
Yeah, I am. Because we would have taken the lead right there had you just kept your ass at third.
Well, I couldn't not go with the home run.
You should go for it here. You know you shouldn't. In fact, if that base runner from first even around third base,
Oh, you won't do the damn thing, Tom.
Yeah, don't need him placing the tariff just to bring your console over there. No, Ted. Should be 3-1 right now, by the way. Oh my God, the run didn't even count.
Good work, Joe.
Thanks, George. Good work, Joe. Very cute. You two of them out.
I messed up. Wait, how come the run didn't count? So what happened?
Time out. Time that you didn't even tag this.
It is, though. Not like you could tell.
Nah. Let me give you a better look at this.
Oh, the peace thing. Okay, next week, we try it again.
I don't know, guys. You're not looking good. The lace probably got him. I don't think anything got him.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think it might be right. Well, like you said, nothing we can do about it, right? Yeah, very good. You got yourself more work done by locking the replay. But at least we know I was safe, and the run should have counted, so not as bad a decision as you might make it out to be. That would have been awesome if we got a triple play.
Have we ever gotten one?
I don't think so, but if we have, it was probably due to some play from mistakes from the decision.
Oh, so most likely because of Joe or Ben, or now maybe even you.
Regardless, later on turn 2. We should be out of this.
It should also be 3-2.
I know, we got lucky with that throw.
No, I'm highly skilled here. Barry could have scored 2 runs, but was an issue on the base. Fool Joe.
Oh, no, it's not. Regardless of how many I scored last inning, it's not looking like it's a matter of the score of pitching performance.
Really? Because it should be a tie game right now.
All right, Jimmy. The Texas lose now, buddy.
Or maybe not.
I don't think you have to jump for it. Yeah, but sure what's score if I come down with it.
Oh, that's the big out. Yeah, thanks for dragging out the entire lineup. This is score a single immediately to run, Barry. Thanks to you, I'm stuck with the bottom of the order.
You just doubled with the number 8 hitter, popped up with the number 9, and now the lineup's rolled over. What exactly is you complaining about? And now you single with the leadoff guy. Sometimes I think you just like to have something to complain about.
All right, I'm done.
That. In order to say my basement side, it's just slow down almost a middle, dude.
Sorry, I didn't realize he had a turnover. No.
Talk about a big coming good.
Does he not have to check in and see him go to Sirs? The tie game, please.
Are we really if it's tied?
George, you could probably take out Steve. The piano?
Donald,
I said piano, it's like the piano.
oh, my bad. Anyway, Joe, it's pronounced ski.
Really?
No, ski, like beer.
Ski? What's that? Right. It's hers.
What am I doing? Leaving him in or taking him out?
He needs 5 innings to get the win, so keep him in.
So regardless, he would get the win.
If we regain the lead next inning, we will.
If you want to bet on that, just go right in it.
Damn right I do. And you can take that to the bank.
So I'm looking at him.
Nah, take him out.
Have you seen the fall season very good? Ain't nothing. No, that's just good.
I didn't know Justin Verlander and Paul Stevens were married to each other.
They're not yet.
Don't even joke about that. I think George all worked up.
Huh? Oh, good. He's married to Lynn's son.
I don't know who that is, Barry.
Who's it with?
Oh, right. How could I have forgotten that? Especially for the hours upon hours of gymnastic events I do. Shut the hell up. Take the controller and don't move the feet I got up.
Don't need to be a bit.
Going for the complete game, huh?
I mean, why not? It's only a 6-inning game.
No, take him out, Barry.
Well, please keep him out there until the next base run. Come on. We're on the way.
Fine. One more base runner, and I want the closer out of here. Darn it.
Great game, fellas. Oh, no. Please don't take him off the bag of crap. We're staying alive.
Now take him out. Why is he still out there?
Because that throwing error wasn't his fault. It was mine. Okay, I'll take him out now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. That's Ryan. Who? Oh, no, never mind. I don't know who that is.
Ryan Walker.
Yes, Barry making sure he really lives up to the thing.
I know, right? Webb should have done that. Come on, Joseph. That's on the time now.
I don't want to speed it up.
Just wait for your pitch. You see it, make sure to say now 1 pitch drive.
How's that going to help you? car. Yes, okay, fine, I'll get a call back. Now watch this. It didn't work.
You didn't do it, man. You didn't say the whole thing.
Because I was hit by the time I could finish saying the line.
Right now, good family.
Good game. And don't any of you forget who won this game.
The Giants, right?
No, me. I won this game.
Today we are talking about the double W's. Wonder Woman. No, we're not doing that. Hello, no. Okay, no, we can't do that conversation in this video. Instead, we are talking about two other W's that have been discussed in the context of the Vancouver Canucks bubble recently, and just going over all the updates, because there are a number of extra notes that we probably should talk about, starting with a player that is already in the Vancouver Canucks organization, but just has not signed yet. Take a look at this article published by Tom Banks earlier this morning on HockeyLatest.com. It cites some comments made by Rick Dhaliwal as to whether or not the Canucks are going to be able to sign Villander. It gives some pretty interesting insight as to what could go down in the next few days here. With Tom Villander in his home continent of Europe for the 2025 World Championships, even after being cut by Team Sweden, there are reports that teams there are courting him to turn pro and remain with them for the upcoming season. Keep this in mind. The World Hockey Championship is where teams from all the Euro leagues are. They are meeting with agents to try and sign players for the upcoming season. This week will be pivotal for the Canucks and Villander rip.
Won't you be my
Relationship. Now, this is what the article then further says. 42 Rick Dollar that could push the Canucks to make some concessions in contract talks with the longer. And if now revealed that will in the future, one week for another very soon. The longer is going to turn pro, either in Europe or with the Canucks this time next week. We should know where to sign it. It'll either be in Europe or in Vancouver. I don't even think the gap is that far. The gap is close. The Canucks have gone up. And so that is some relatively positive news when it comes to the Tom Longer sweepstakes. And I don't just say sweepstakes because we didn't really know where he was going to go. College, Vancouver, Abbotsford, Europe. It really set a good standards when the agent spoke out and said, yeah, Tom wants to sign. Him and his family, they want him to commit to pro hockey. They don't want necessarily for him to go back to school next year. Even though early reports were suggesting, oh yeah, he's going to go back to the Boston University period because he just loves school and he loves being educated. Like, that's the wrong with that. that. But now it's like, yeah, we don't really want to go back to school. He wants to be a pro. It's just that the Vancouver Canucks are not giving him the money that he wants. They're haggling over schedule every $200,000 bonuses like other NHL teams are known to do it. Just kidding, that never happens. With this negotiation going sour, and with the Canucks having their own perspective and narrative that they're pushing out there into the media, this is why you saw Todd Diamond, Jalander's family advisor, saying, yeah, Tom wants to play, he wants to sign, but the Canucks are just not giving him an appropriate amount. So it gets even more crazy when you look at Rutherford saying, yeah, no, you're the 11th overall picked up last time, and this is him now. So why is he not accepted? It's still open weird at this point. And it was talked about by Dollywall. That doesn't look good if the guy wants to sign, he wants to play pro hockey, and he ends up just doing that in Europe. Going from the SHL to the NCAA back to the SHL instead of the AHL or the NHL is a pretty big pickup in the road. And it does signify more underlying problems with the Vancouver Canucks negotiation style that the Canucks are offering him in terms of a name, what kind of opportunity they're giving him, if they can't agree on the nitty-gritty basic entry-level contract details. Heck, from all the stuff we had heard from Vancouver before, it seemed like they were okay with going the Abbotsford and not being given an immediate NHL shot at a top four role. He wasn't demanding anything extra, he just wanted $200K in bonuses, and he might not even get. So, with that in mind, Nylander, we'll see whether or not this situation sorts itself out and he is able to sign within the next few weeks here, or within the next week, I guess you can say. He can sign and either play in Europe or in Vancouver. We'll see what happens for 2025, 2026. But let's go from one W to another W and talk about a former Edmonton Oilers head coach that got the can early last season. It's Jay Woodcroft, everybody, because you had Jeff Merrick on the Harrison Price show making an appearance and saying that Jay Woodcroft is the guy I keep coming back to the Vancouver Canucks. He understands the Canadian market and he can coach offense. I love how Jeff Merrick goes out there and puts that label on Jay Woodcroft. Hey, guess what, Vancouver fans? This guy can coach offensively. Unlike Rick Tocchet, he just could not do that. And his overall coaching focus was more so on the team hard style, defensively responsible being that team. And it didn't feel a lot of the offensive opportunities and capabilities of guys like Elias Pettersson, Andre Kuzmenko, and so on. This, of course, is a player that has a particular level of expertise, coaching some of the best players in the world, and getting really good results out of them. Now, sure, you could say that Jay Woodcroft, in the way that his Oilers tenure ended, doesn't provide much hope for anybody looking at his potential next NHL opportunity. You could say the Oilers absolutely sucked before they fired Jay Woodcroft, and then they got the new coach, and then they went to the finals, and they were one game away from winning the Stanley Cup. Is that on Jay Woodcroft? I honestly wouldn't think so. I think there are enough arguments to back up the idea that the Oilers have had a terrible slump at the beginning of 2024, 2025. And that resulted in Jay Woodcroft ultimately getting the can. The Oilers started playing well, not necessarily because of Chris Knoblauch, but because the Oilers, they all just woke up. And even McDavid and Draisaitl and everybody in Edmonton, they all said things like, yeah, it wasn't Jay's fault. He sucked. He even deserved that trade that he got, but he didn't, and now he's got to move forward. Jay Woodcroft, by the way, I want to talk about his tenure with the Edmonton Oilers. Reasonably good if you look outside the season with Jesse Jay Woodcroft's firing. Still good. 79, 41, and 13 is his total NHL head coaching record. That is a lot better than Rick Tocchet's overall coaching record. And I will continue to beat that drum as far as we Jones here because Chris Thompson, while it's true, he's won the Jack Adams and he has all this reputation and a lot of people like him because he's a likable guy and he's in a rough style. Talking as a coach, his overall body of work is highlighted by 2 playoff appearances, 1 Jack Adams win, and very mediocre years in every other year he's been NHL head coach. David Cross at the very least has a higher proportion of success compared to the downtimes in his NHL coaching career. So Jeff Barrett, get out there and see that Woodcock people got again Cooper, Washington coach offense. I actually like that. I like that. Manny Malhotra, Marcus Stern, AHL guys this year. So Jimmy Woodcock is an a guy who understands Canadian media, Canadian hockey markets, knows what it's like to work with top-tier talented offensive superstars. They're trying to reprogram them into being more of a tooling source, eliminating the qualities that made them essential in the first place, but just capitalizing on what's there. I like the idea with.
Alright, so why do you look like you think there's nothing around? Update. We got a brand new box from the team. All the people fall out without saying what it does. Update. We got the reason.
No, I got a younger kid that could replace Efren if he doesn't resign. So.
And yeah, because you have to involve it in the brand. I guess that's the look at. You have to take the guy to go, wow. Well, we also have a very important PFA coming down. It's ready to say this out. We're all going to take a look at how we can say passive income, how to bring in that goal big. Also, real quick, I wrote a link in the room with you. The dark, maybe check out his video from that decision below. We're going to talk about it, just get in some support, smash that like button on the video, leave a comment, check it. Yeah, that's all we have to look over to what's on the really that low. The video, if you need to get one more, don't forget to subscribe and now we're talking Alright, so it seems like it's getting quite frustrated, but we haven't communicated with some of that stuff now. Update, yeah, this line is here, that now, from casting please, so even though the developer is suggesting that there will be a comment from starting from sex, but we can't translate from the camp. We did get a response from one answer from that thing that yes, they are attempting to see the developers off of the opposite with those next programs. So they are seeing the feedback. And most those, you can see this frustrating, also saying, hey, he would say, I'm already, I think they can just go 50 into this kind of camera setup. Or the Japanese radio from the development themselves. Considering how many suggested policies that going on for better, I think for this communication is sort of the over out of the thing. Now, what we do have is this and the boundaries, is that the history of seeing is saying that like happening in this use and actual side of the gas, but now it's sort of get to basically one of those parts of the table, the craft of the things that this type of brand, but still type of brand of guys, this thing and that after the days really in the back and this don't know exactly what it does like how they might be running past four and then what you bring down some updates or accuracy in the theater, but it looks like they're exactly important something with the best. The company is still really great at about future accounting and updates. You know, some of that support that happens on the are working on updates and kind of is what those updates would include so far at the very least, like the minimum information given stuff that is going on. Look at that. More here, I'm communicating about what is going on with the chief of this game of cities. Because this is getting this has to be well. Those things you look at now, asking for a brand new stuff, yeah. Now, a lot of guys have ideas and stuff of their own. You have to be exploring, you have to inspire and soul, but I would like to like this update for what is being happened. And then take a look at the most sort of things that are going to have to stay priorities out for and some of the sports. Check it out online because we have this guy from Ryan here. That more people to be talking about this thing, and it's not a lot, but I think it's sort of a announcement. Yeah. Also, the movement to the Texas bar and downtown. They all have rest in order to hit it. Even though I try to use a new dog again, and still get kids into good enough, and I even after a while, I would release that. And it's pretty fun, but I mean, it's good on that. It seems like the especially for having store, it's big job to have compared to the rest one. That's when it needs to be updated to a nerve that was unnecessary. I really just hope that they update this. And also, these slides here better into the organization, into employees, and look separate from reading, look separate from soldiers, separate. Big one for me. Spell affordable by school, spell, fuck up with the house. Those quality life improvements would go a very long way for streamlining the experience and making it feel so much better. That's pretty cool. I mean, it is really 9 minutes trying to start up your weapon. It is just an absolute pain in the butt right now. Also, I guys wanted to this one now. So you just go to the office and change the appearance, big man, you can haircut, it's great. You go long playthroughs and looking at massive balls with updates, 15 upvotes. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. What that did, after reading on the violation, however, got a lot of upvotes out under these suggestions. This board for I would sell it. It's really, really nice. You know, I see this come over at Stu when they didn't really have a lot of borrowed options. But then again, English in that case is very good at some sort of source between a lot of customers and interactive dialogue. Here, a little bit masters, you don't see that first person, that's important character stuff. We'll see what bad thing those ultimately decide when that comes off. You guys really and also, when the fact that the board they did apply about the board issues, check out what can I do to make it happy? And you using the Caroline effect on the road, which is marketing. They say that you are experiencing craft in an academic Caroline effect, though you're not still. So it's satisfied that it's a different value all the way towards the fact that good preventing for the craft story. It's something they call it well. Both of well, I think we have this one. What can I do to handle this person? It's all previous issues where it's been issues for the doorway. I think that there are issues because I still have to solve if you get to this character of the same type of dollars, the characters are very small for the and it's different about the case of the city. Now, they seem to say that the work running the city actually today is going to this is product. However, if it's not, and the person is ready to stay, close the game, reopen the game, and open the save, trade from the low menu without pressing continue, switch back to the first menu. So yeah, you don't look back is work around right there, but they are aware of it. It's going to be updated in the future. Now, we have this one right here as well. What can I do if the mortar and pestle for alchemy is not working? I'm going to say this. The mortar and pestle not open the drop because that's one favorite name. Then we want to sold the building to after. We'll get rid of it. Right, so base. It's 7 points. They bought a lot and now is that the popular considering it can go and upside. So I do expect to happen with this aspect of the future. Now that thing happens, I think that's just unofficial path, or kind of like uncircular therapies, and other paths which being worked on. What's very popular for Starfield as well? It comes from the same spot that you check out like the literature you need to go to work. So the don't have it on these literature massive body shift for it, but it's going to be skeleton and condition going. The path is with all the time, the Starfield is well, it's been very popular. The reason for starting off was because it came one. Now they go on to say that they understood in the work process project and very much work this process. Not even the coach to get it started out with the health process. Always take the use of trying yourself out there. And on it, you got to get moving because you do. It does. You got maybe it was right when this really take off and just jump started here. It's got more basketball over the next we also have a laid out demos, right? There's many files without. So what's going on here? Let's dive into this. So I am working to sell a state ready, but if a read here. 100,000 pounds of protein with 1 ingredient. You want to be a custard. Protein, average percent protein around in a suitable way, on down the garlic with ingredients. I posted about this on Discord, nobody said anything. So I almost believe these places on reload the traces, calling me inspired by conduct, that's now. As a whole, I'm focused on all the way. I really want having ingredients now. Hopefully this time, we're going to listen to a couple of concepts that are good things work. Needless to say, I'm tapping hundreds of resources and help. I think it's ready for overtime. I think this game's going overtime. This way. Those are left and get ourselves this way. So pretty fast time here. I just put it up and watch it at this stage. Yeah. Not a big fan of myself, but I mean, I'm sure it's not really good to be said over there. But there are some good things to get in this episode. So anyway. First thing I can do is hang on over to the ladder from the floor. That's some arrow spawn and the spawn right there. We can use them to our advantage later, but right now it's pretty good. So this is the soft base earlier. We wanted to go up and get things. Here's the dialogue. Once again, as an actualized speakers that was well on various things. So we're going to get this right here. We also wait on the next correct. We want to couple extra there. We kind of this. More of them. This one. Now, up ahead here. It's going to be so I'm going to let you guys understand. It's like very die. I'm just trying to run through and hit a backstab. Well, you just did. Do not let us hammer it. That thing is deep. With this mouse. Right, big. We're going very well. That was possibly quite better than having it do that. Then we also do that one. And now we have the previous so very powerful weapon. 60 strength required. This thing hits like a freaking struck. We're not going to use it this episode, of course, so we'll be upgraded first, but that will be getting something for the swaps. So after truck helps out with not here. Get parts come out of the but the hammer does some great stuff. Just walk out for it. Really, I mean, I guess just fast from there, something that I feel like I didn't know what to expect. Stepping out of it. Those rock shatters, they go everywhere. It hurts really bad. So after that, this. So, after that, and drop down the left. Drop down the left. Drop down this way. And here is the panel plus grade. They didn't want to take rates together. It's like upgrade some higher skill back. And this side won't show something goes back.
It's not happening this morning. And going back, yeah, going back to the thing about that. But I will say, this flow pretty good next. How does this flow? It's like a 4 users. Thank God it's good. So anyway, there you go all the way down. And we're going to go back to the ladder this time. So after the ladder, I would like to great nights and suggest you try to make them over. Following that, I'm going to get the color this gold plus the ring, and then we're going to leave lamp again. You can't kick them off the bridge. I'm weary of the fact that that is the skill of contact, whatever resistance with contact with that. Because it doesn't get about contact with us as a player. We got lots of things here that are so. So what are the things there? Ideally, you want to get one of those things to come across the bridge before the other one shows up. Outside of the stairs. As you saw there, you could like they were able to absolutely burn and stand up very quickly. So it's kind of a recent time to burn the first thing down with those things. Now, it's not to say it's impossible. You're ready for it at the same time. It's got this fast over here. If I remember correctly, I believe this is in the shop. I'm going to soil. Soil. If I switch the back at the top, if it up top of the window, you don't see it. I want to assume it will be right up here where I died. Let's do this distance. Let's get how slow on it. Try to make this a little here. Alright, let's get drying down the phone. Here with the number. And I just like to do it once. Yeah, it looks like we may have drifted down a little bit. Alright, the first night there, now we can take down a second look at this. Pretty nice, man. Anyway, now that we're out of the way, let's go back across the bridge. Right down there is that area of dumpster pad that we talked about earlier. Don't worry about that. Go this way.
God, my beds!
No, you're not going to start it. You're going to get rid of this. That's good. And here's that.
So right now, I'm going to the survey line. We can't get that until a little bit later. We are going to get that in this area, but we can't right now. So from here, you want to mobile the phone out. We're going to put that on side. Now it's time to tackle the two skaters. So you should already be familiar with two skaters at this point. Kill our this first. All of the little tackle like down for that one where he sprays stuff out of his collar, and then he does that. But all of that is a very, very vulnerable statement inside. We're going to bust up here because I'm trying where you can't actually hit it with that belt. I want to get in as fast as possible damage it before he gets a chance to summon archers. I want to summon melee guys, the dark sword guys. Run. Great. That's actually good with the attack. Because him attacking is him not making us off. It's much easier to deal with that. Still a couple of these little moves. These guys aren't strapped with focus more than anything else. But now, you're going to area is a lot way easy. You don't got to worry about the archers. You're going to create shit back. So we go over here, get that shot. There's three other soul items. So you picked up one. One is right there. Right there to get a big move. Alright. Soul item, which you could round it up. There we go. Bring this right up. You can hear all the moves going crazy on this right now. Curve to the right, to our wing, that's the great sword. Probably should stop very play with fighting after fighting these guys. Yeah, you can see they like to partake. They also have a grab attack. I didn't mention that. They can grab you and not like you like a vampire or something. If you're straight out. That reaching. So it's like really because they have very high angle. It's like go for the follow the part of the mile. Out of the town. Alright, now this one, of course, is the guy who's following the
Oh!
you know, and it did stuff before. So I'm going to go pretty flop here. So low and this is going to be very that's not going to take him out for it. Whatever that. This is really short. Take out this focus. This should make it focus if you can lock onto. They're not careful. That looks fun. Now this one basically wants to stand back from behind. This way you can do this. Almost ready. That's what I call it. Even now, it's the everything we're doing, as you can see right there, even despite blocking, this attack still can't grab you. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that threatening. I mean, it does do a good chunk of damage, but it's nothing that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Wait, whoops. Take that out. There's that focus. We got some on this girl next to the fight, so you just want to move real fast to kill these guys. You don't want to give them a chance to put their circles around you. That's first. Don't worry about that after. a second. Yeah. Here's the last one. Not all about that, but still has to grab the right. Not the kind of the page. Whiteboard stone, nothing too amazing about it. Shoot a visible arrow. But aside from that, there's decent low all around. Nothing really, it's like, oh my god, this is great, but it's about good. Also, I didn't show you the features on pretty interesting weapon. It's basically a function of the staff. The weapon art allows you to stack things and have some other loaders. That's what it gives the weapon. It's still an anti system designed to play. It made the from there to go down. I can take them out. We're going to grab some white branches. And you're going to need this solid color this way. So after that, we have to first do it here. We're going to come back.
Come on, Scare, really?
Come on, this takes all of them. Now, one thing I want to point out over here is a bunch of loops right by this big crystal structure. As long as you don't go over there, your I don't suggest it's avoiding it or like by all. And you're getting church guardianship. Make sure that you see all the kinds of bosses that we That's go over here, like flavor charge. So I find that there's also two scales nearby. The ground one here, one over there, close to two only.
He's playing really well for us so far. Good fit I signed him, actually. Really good fit I signed him.
Some things that you can do it. I just tried, I got him all the way up there with not light, so I'm going to go on and put that down on the burn. It looks like the dragons that are on the trying to target the heralds, but I just couldn't quite get them to shoot it out. So, at the end of the day, pretty standard of fight, except that he doesn't have the silver butterfly on him. I just circle around, walking with the stuff, and attack during his carnival stages.
Huge fucking win right there.
And that's the only But I look at that, that's the Iron Dragon Slayer. So people want to so make sure you go ahead and pick up some Titan skills. Do it over here. Okay. Direct on there. It has the little Titan. That's what I wanted. And then up here. So next we've got what is the last bit you get? This here. Pretty sure. So down the state of the side makes it a lot easier to think when you want to take it out. Now we got small fields like that. So we're going to run the type of person to fill this one. That's the value.
Oh my god, guys, let's go.
So you can see that these two, there should be, because there's the third one. So it's ultimately, as long as they don't have them separately, I'll take them out all day. Trying to make read it once, it's a little bit overkill. Yeah, but so you guys are entirely up. So you guys fight us with those crazy items right here. Yeah, it's a bit of a procedure. Like you guys go to the judge. We are going to try to go back here. We're going to make the same thing. After that, drop down here. See, dragon that showed up. We're going to have to fight that thing later. Go this way. Show up. There you go. Yeah. All right. Right. Right next to guy. Fighting close quarters. Go back to that. I was trying to get him off. Can't do that. The ball off. Oh, the red guy on. So I can't just take the ball of that. So nice that I got it. This is driving that great field. And then just not this awesome sounds. I mean, stat-wise, I think this is like 100% gold time fire. Those weapons aren't so that the dragon or thing is not nearly as effective as the one that range tanks do. Like I was testing it today, I'm thinking that it's like the same stagger is when I miss a heavier dragon, so it just falls back a little bit. It's like it doesn't blow it away. Anyway, so after that, so we're going to go this thing now. That's going to be real time. Today, I can finish the rest of this area in this video. I should have been able to find out the stuff that the hiding behind dragons there already. I kill this guy. Now, some people are saying you have to be with one more about to do like but that not having the effort it's so tough without the effort. But they're gonna only keep it ranch. And you got 8 years of eating the swamps. If you're like right here, then you're in the swamp. Now, there this way. Basically, there's a problem here that says your humanity can use a branch. Turn it into humanity and quite literally from it. So, right in here, the right.
Damn it.
Line up this. Wait, this next area is 2 late nights as well as it's highly recommended. Peter Burton would like to spend a bad time and put up some resin, whatever you need to make sure we keep this guy down. Right at the street, sticks go right here, go fast. You can see we're getting here and take him out. Very little to no difficulty. That's probably going to screw the runs. Now we can go ahead and kill the Titans.
Wow. Are we actually winning games? If we are, oh, here's there, sir. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Kill this one as well.
12, 8, and 4. Damn. Okay. I'm not expecting this record at all this season. As Ryan really wants to keep his job. Makes sense, actually.
I feel like this really showed just how ridiculous a strength of Bill Rock is. But anyway, that's it.
Ooh, that's bad shit off right there.
Right over there is the money. And I'm set down.
Send somebody down now.
A couple things here you can get rid of it. You can get rid of 30. You can also.
We're already standing anyway.
But this is a statue.
Oh wow, we're in the second wildcard spot. Damn, okay. Shit. Not expecting that. Oh, shit. Who scored? Who scored? Oh, it's really nice. Oh my god, not this LB2. Let's fucking go, boys.
The dragon and shield. Watch that guy. We'll run right over here and top the left.
So them down there. The Toronto Maple Leafs up next time.
Right, and that's what we're now sometimes. So that's why our next encounter was simple. Revelation, if you will. So at this point, we're going to cross the bridge and we're going to go away to the dragon. I'm going to consider that part of their three together. So the dragon is on here.
Oh my god, we actually tied it? Jack Thompson, Robson, Miss Appleton.
Havels great plus 3 awesome stuff as well as Peter's Bridge. What is that, guys? Down here. Welcome back to the walkthrough. So, before this next part, go to Spender. So they're going to run lots of binaries.
Ah, stop. Oh, I'm still not playing all that though, so.
We'll get 5 and 5. A lot of that, the dragon, dragon in the first. You guys did. You can go to the left side. So, I'm going to show you the biggest something and action. The gate of fire was the help house. That's just new. When you can't make it recover from this video. So, this is our first time. You can see it's still the loop yard stamina. You want to grab that soap. Here, don't get on the beach. Anyway, go back there. Grab the back skill. Now we're going to bait the dragon to come back. Like that, how much will come up? Yes. Fire still works if you want to go to certain well, it's right here. Drop on that. Go to monsters. Space 50 feet, that's the way to avoid it. It will get damaged. And then the back on those regular shield. Right over here in the soil. Grab it up. Now you see the right here minimizes some of the thing. That's it for that. So this one, we're going to go this way, around the corner. Here's our buddy left. Oh, so anyway, if you haven't guessed it by now, it's the voice of Flo's laughing. But I said, look, you can not see this stuff. This stuff is pretty awesome. So, okay. Yeah. Anyway. After that, yeah, right. Everyone, yeah, the next. So there should be a next, yeah. Plus, yeah. You got that left hand to the right. You have to work to the left. The next. There. Here's the left. Have the ball fixed. Kind of it's asking for that chance too much. So take that out. And then get it feel great. Fly plus the solid tension ground. We got the lead. Spin on the fence. Go. That's good as it was. Now, we're going to use this one on the pairs. Two of my places pairs in the show. I suggest using help collective, or otherwise just be aware that it's going to try to vary. It goes here, it's the lizard. Feel that. Now, the whole of this so it's going to kind of have to go back in, but reality, obviously, goes all down at the same time. If you off to the left, you'll get a little bit the cable is going to get it on fire. So if you've already followed it, we're just going to continue on and take that to the next thing. And then we'll get it. So I'll take the top bar again. And then if I get it probably here. At the moment, is you're basically fighting for that. It's about to do this. This guy, this guy's going to be that the other one can be a headquarters coming to get down the bomb. Sometimes they'll get run off on the zone, but something that's almost here. You can also get out of trouble with an actual thing outside the dragon. Here, this skeleton has a little one. That's a pretty good there. You can walk on this way. And here is the fighting dragon. So what we're going to do here is basically take up here. This will come. And then have the dragon. So this will come down. You can really get around this, but really kind of have this kind of stuff. What else is it doesn't realize how it happened very well. Okay, so I got it. So that's that. Okay. It's pretty easy, right? So anyway, once you got into the black hole pass, from that, which is good, that's what that this was the river we had a minute. This is the river path of the skeletons. And here we go. So if you don't have a head that is supposed to just be out, so you have to use it immediately. So maybe it's because of how heavy the weapon is, there's no place to get this thing in. If you don't have that, you build the bonfire first. That way, you have this already in the event that you die. Now I'm going to have our coaches be able to counter this fear. The fear was that big ass dragon you just saw. We're going to fight him just with something. So, wait here for a second. Fire dive. You might have a breakfast. This little rock out from this and the same stuff. Here you can get see all the stuff. That's slow. Yeah, be right about this one. You're in there. Okay, you're there. Just slowly work down. There's no real reason to try and extend this guy. It's right. Has a smaller chest. And you can consider that right here. That's this. So quick to get through the possible to fall. And the basketball is actual false fight. So right now, basically just being able to get the ball. But he's got to use these spots. That's the first game this time. It's national. Now we should also sit here and take it from the side. That's a good example, like I said, right on that spot. You get the build the ball together. So you don't have the stack space, drop the base. Did a little bit of downward work. Okay, he's on his way. So after that, go here, try to match the element if you want. Really about that. So the head's going to be filled with the wall. One. Then pops all down.
We're there. We're faithful. Oh shit. Ouch. No, fuck. Do I have my first one? Oh wait, strawberry first. What am I panicking then? I thought I traded it, I guess. Yeah, I don't think F-Man's gonna turn out. He's getting injured at all. I have this kid anyway. This kid would definitely save me money. Yeah, I think F-Man's probably gonna be gone. I'd probably get a few first round picks for him actually. God, I see that's not a surprise actually. I get both. No, I'm probably gonna like trade one of mine out. Ooh, no. Okay. Skater. Smith, maybe, probably, with Sweden in the pot. I'm not trading up on most guys about that. That's not happening. Yep, that's it. That's it, right there. Okay. Relax, guys. He's not gonna re-sign with us anyway, so I don't really see the fucking problem. Yeah. Okay. I've got one goal done. Timeless extension, okay, makes sense. Both Smith and Selby and one more year left on their ELC, so. So you're right, he already has 9 goals set. Bad Rose playing at the East. Spirit of the draft. Steven still does something on the stage. It's weird. I was probably not the video about this slow. Plus, this guy taking the number one spot. Damn. Gavin with Canada will be a fucking awesome addition to this team. Left wing sniper. I need a right wing sniper. I bet Jordan will be perfect. Now that's the edit line to them. Oh wow, that okay. And I'll have Robertson play up here on the second line with Will Smith and Nice. We'll see how well that turns out. We'll also move up to the third line with Wendell and Foley. Okay.
Despite how big this what we started. One wall. Wall. And now we have like one of the big airfields like old arrows and sit after there's actually walk. I would sit actually. That's some butter. Yeah. Go up here. Just the elevator up. And roll off. This is that kind of fire hole. It's very long. Go this way. And let's run. And run. And now that's big floor. And bring the plus. So at this point, pull the elevator back. We're going to go all the way up top and lock that loop up to the racing city area. Definitely going to be trying to tackle it here.
Shit, he's made in rookies. Good.
So I think we want to do the correct subject modifier now. Worried about some of the Josh special. You see, like about to let's do it. Over there, some younger. And see if this mic has been sorted. That was the riddle that Eric was talking about. Well, here, let's grab the spear one. Now, if you want to kill this guy, I would suggest giving him before the spear of the first fight. Only because after the spear of the first fight, you get an encounter spear up. And yeah, I think so. If you kill him, he comes back to the also fight. So kill this guy alone. Killing him will actually be really good for alternative
really that was what get out of it. There was no circumstance to be
Franchise must continue.
we're going to go and solve this.